Welcome to this episode of the Reynaers Act, which is our sustainability strategy. The topic we will discuss today is developing circular products. For this, I also invited Marijke. Circularity itself can be represented by a circle, of course, and this immediately shows you that instead of going from design to a waste phase and the end of life, we also add another step, and the other step make sure that we close the loop. The loop is closed by recycling or reusing or repairing the products that we that had already a first life and then continues into a second and more lives. The fact that I want to show you is from the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, which is the renowned institute on circularity, and they state that by 2050 the circular economy can reduce the CO2 emissions from 4 major construction materials, plastic, steel, aluminium and cement, by 40% globally and by 56% in the developed economies like the EU. How can Reynaers contribute to this?
Yes, well, one of the most important things is the use of recycled content. And it really contributes largely to the circular economy and circular building in general. But there are, of course, a number of other things that we can do as well.
And we can start with the top one, Cradle-to-Cradle certification. Can you briefly discuss what this is all about?
Yes, so Cradle-to-Cradle is a certification that really is based on 5 categories of requirements. And each of these categories is awarded a level: bronze, silver, gold or platinum. And your final certificate is actually the lowest level that you get assigned across those 5 categories.
We have in our own product range already some work done. So can you explain a bit about this?
We started the certification process in 2017. And we achieved our first certificate in 2019. And this was just for 9 products, but they did represent 40% of our turnover. Okay. So that was quite a good start for us. Now we are further expanding our certificate. So by the end of the year, we hope to extend our bronze certificate with additional systems. And by middle of next year, we also want to move to silver certification.
Then I think we can move to the next part, which is the product or material passports. Can you also briefly there explain what those are?
We will be working on will be the product passport, and this means that we look at our product and give some transparent information about the product. The material passports, that's what we will build our product passport on, because the material passport gives information such as the type of material, maybe some information on safety of the material, and so we will collect those as well, and then we will assemble this with other information in our product passport. This will be the main benefit of product passport, is that you can provide a lot of information to the building owner or to the architect. So for example, if you want to reuse your product, you can identify exactly what is the size, when was it made, what is the thermal insulation level, is this still up to standard, is there any information on acoustics, for example, that could be useful. So this will make it easier for you to decide whether you can reuse your window or not.
And then we have, after designing the product and making sure that when it's in the building that you know where it is and what it contains, then the final step is closing that loop, and recyclability is the final act we are going to discuss. So how does this fit in with us?
Yes, so we rely heavily on scrap material, scrap aluminium, because this lowers the CO2 footprint, the carbon footprint of our products. Now, there just isn't enough available. On average, I think about 40% of the European demand is available. So this means that we need to make sure that the quality of the scrap is as high as it can be. And we can do this by making improvements to our design process. We are part of a chain. So many of these things we can't do alone. We have to work with everyone else in the chain to really move towards a circular economy.